Hey there, Mr. Thayer from the Syracuse Academy of Science and Citizenship, back with another third grade lesson. Today we're tackling Module 2, Lesson 4, Solve word problems involving time intervals within 1 hour by counting backwards and forwards using a number line and clock. Okay, so we can have the clock and kind of use it to figure out our problems, but today we're really going to focus on using the number line. We've used the number line a couple of different ways in previous lessons, but today what we're going to learn is how to move forward and backwards on the number line. So we have to pay careful attention to what is being asked of us and how to break the problem down. Okay. Also in these problems, counting by 5 and counting by ones and understanding those principles are really going to help us when we solve our problem. So pay attention. I got a couple of number lines already set up, and I'm just going to kind of add some points as we go to solve our problem. All right, so this one says, Cole starts reading at 6:23. He stops at 6:49. How many minutes does Cole read? Okay, now some of us could just do the basic subtraction problem. We could subtract some numbers here, but I want to walk us through on a number line here. So what we need to do is we need to find when he starts and when he finishes on the number line, and then we're just going to look at that grouping as we go to figure out how many times he read or how long he read for. So the first thing we need to do is he starts reading at 6:23. I have my number line already set, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. So let's plot where 6:23 would be. So there's 6:20 there, right? But there's no 6:23. First, we got to think of in between 20 and 25, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 tick marks. Okay? There are 4 tick marks. So we know on the third tick mark, there's 21, 22, 23. So 6:23. I'll put an S there, is when Cole started reading. Okay? So we know he started at 6:23. That was pretty easy. Now, we want to plot on our number line when he finished. And we know he stopped at 6:49. So let's go down our number line here, and we're going to get to 45, 50. All right? So we know that it's got to be in between 45 and 50. So again, we got to do our tick marks. So we got 4 tick marks in there. And we know 45, 46, 47, 48, 49. Okay? 6, 49. Actually, I'm going to move this up a little bit here. 6:49 is when he finished. Okay? So from this point, 6:23 to 6:49, we have to figure out how much that is. How long was that? Okay? So there's different ways of attacking it. What I like to do is I know from 6:23 to 6:25, we make one little jump there. We know that that is 2 minutes. That is 2 minutes right there. Okay? And then from here to here, that's 5, 10, 15, 20. All right? So if I count by 5 here, I know that that chunk right there is 20 minutes. So that takes us to 6:45. And we know, let's count our tick marks here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have 4 more tick marks there. All right? So I have 2 plus 20 plus 4. And if we add those up, like 2 and 4 is 6, and 20 plus 6 is 26 minutes is what Cole read for. Okay? Like I said, I plotted it on my number line, and I just went back. I went back 2 here. I knew I could count by 5s to get that chunk out. And then I had 4 more here. You could solve that. You could look at that number line a lot differently if you'd like to. And like I said, we could have just came here and did 6:49 minus 623 if we wanted to, and gotten 26. But I wanted to really show you what it looked like on the number line. So that was going forward on the number line. Okay? Let's take a look at a problem where we're going to have to go backwards on a number line. All right? Let's read the problem and see what it's asking. And then let's work backwards on the number line as I switch up my markers here. And this one says, Natalie finishes piano practice at 2:45 after practicing for 37 minutes. What time does Natalie's practice start? I just did a basic, I just wrote a plain number line here. I didn't put not times on it. I didn't really have to do much because we're just going to go backwards on the number line. Let's see what they gave us. Natalie finished piano practice at 2:45. So we can come right here. And we knew that, I'm going to put an F right here. Put an F down here. That we knew she finished at 2:45. She finished at 2:45, right? Okay. Now they want to find out when she started. So we have to go backwards on the number line to see where she started. Here's where she started. There's where she finished. So we have to go back. All right. How much do we have to go back? You guessed it. We have to go back 37 minutes. 37 minutes. Okay. Now I could sit here and I could tick that out. 37. And it maybe that's how you want to solve it. That's okay. I'm going to make things a little bit easier for me. 37 is made up of tens. There's some tens in there, right? So let's do this. Let's go back 110. And that puts us at 2:35. Okay? That's 110. Let's go back another 10 minutes. Put 10 up there. Sorry, it's a little bit messy. That brings us back to 2:25. Okay? Got 37, so I'm gonna go one more 10 back. So let's take it back another 10 minutes. And that's going to take us back to 2:15. Okay? All I'm doing back is I'm going back by tens right now. So I took care of 30, right? So now I got to go back 7 tick marks now. 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And right here is going to tell us where she began. Okay? So all we need to do is we got to this tick mark minus 10, go back 10, go back 10, go back 10. We're at 2:15. So let's count down those tick marks to get us back to where we go. So 7 tick marks. So that's 2:14, 2:13, 2:12, 2:11, 2:10, 2:09, 2:08. 2:08 is when Natalie started her piano lesson. Okay? So you can see how I use the number line to count backwards by 10 for 30, and then 7 more tick marks to get us back 37 minutes. So she started at 2:08. I'll put the S right there. She started at 2:08, and she finished at 2:45. Okay? That was a quick lesson on how to use the number line going forwards and backwards to solve some time problems. Head over to the exit ticket. Check it out. Work on that number line. It's very important, and I will talk to you guys soon.